floods are of different types. One of them is what we're going to be calling it as riverine flood. The second is going to be associated with the types. So one is a riverine. A riverine flood is associated with two kinds. First is a flash flood. Second is slow rising. The slow rising kind results from rainfall or snow melt and that takes place gradually. That means the water level rises gradually. Second is a flash flood takes place by intense thunderstorm which can go on to inundate the areas. It can go to wash any region within a matter of hours. The floods that don't take place in the Ganges, North Bihar plains are the slow rising type. And the fast rising type are the one which happen in the wake of the torrential rainfalls that take place sometimes in Rajasthan. The one that is going to be associated with the Uttarakhand, Uttarkashi and the Kedarnath region, that was a flash flood. Something that takes place in Himachal Pradesh. So this type of flood takes place when the river rises up to a level which is called as a bankful condition. That is, it goes on to reach its banks. In Hindi, it is going to be called as labalab, if you can understand that. So it reaches a bankful condition, then it spills towards different regions. That's one condition. Second is a lacustrine floods. As the name suggests, it is associated with a lake. And lacustrine floods are the one that can take place with the rising of the lake water. And sometimes it can be associated with Srinagar, sometimes with Hyderabad. And it is overflowing of the flood water and inundates those areas that are not normally inundated. The third is going to be estuarine floods. That is at the mouth of the river where it meets the sea. That is an estuary. So estuarine floods usually result from a combination of tidal surge at sea, that means when the tides are very high, caused by or a storm surge as well, and river flooding and rainstorms inland. All four conditions. That means when the sea level is high, when the rivers are in flood, and also when there is a rainstorm inland. That means it keeps on raining and raining. For example, some time back it took place associated with Mumbai in India. That was in 2005 and subsequently in 2006 as well. It took place and even in 2017 and 20 as well. The mouths of many rivers, for example, Mandavi, Juari, in Goa, Narmada in Tapti, Periyar, Vembanad in Kerala, Kali in Karnataka are part of such type of flood, estuarine floods. Third is going to be called by, fourth is going to be called as coastal floods. Coastal floods can be caused by certain things like tropical cyclones, which can be hurricanes, it can be tropical cyclone, or severe sea storm, or most importantly by tsunami. That is, when the tsunami causes the sea level to rise, and it is an entire body of water that moves forward. That is how these type of floods can go to take place. That means the floods that took place associated with 2005 have been 2004 Boxing Day and so on, or 2005. That is 26th of December. That was one such type of a flood. The coastal regions of India associated with all of it. For example, the Marina Beach got itself flooded, and the whole of Vembanad region got itself flooded. So flooding took place in a variety of places in that way. The sixth is, that is the fifth thing, in this case is going to be urban floods. Urban floods are associated with flooding of the urban areas. That means It can be a small segment of Delhi that can go to get flooded. It can go on to be a small segment of Jaipur that can go to get flooded, which got it flooded in 2020 as well, when there was intense rainfall. Hyderabad as well, that got itself flooded. Mumbai as well, that can go on to get itself flooded. That is urban floods. And urban floods are a recurring phenomena right now because in trying to construct a city, not too much amount of attention has been paid to the natural drainage conditions of the city. So Chandigarh is one region that is not likely to be. Noida is going to be better. Greater Noida is going to be still better because these are planned cities taken in such and made in such a manner that they are actually very, very well planned with storm drains finally in its place. Then the last of them is going to be catastrophic flood. That is the sixth one. Floods as a catastrophic event. It's a catastrophic flood. So catastrophic floods can be identified such as something like dam burst or the effect of earthquake or volcanic eruption. That is, it can take place all of a sudden and because of a catastrophe of sorts. For example, in the wake of a volcanic eruption, the first thing and the most important thing that goes on to get emanated is steam. This leads to so much amount of a rainfall that you can't imagine. An earthquake can be responsible for blocking the flow of the river, and needless to say, if dam burst goes on to take place, then what not can happen, and within seconds a lot of complexion can go on to change. However, the river floods resulting from heavy rainfall or intense snowmelt are the most common of this phenomena in this case.